Hey guys, long time no see, at least on my end. I have not filmed a video in a really long time. So I'm going to do a get ready with me today, and I'm going to try to be, not to take too long of a time. So I'm going to kind of call this not really like a part 2 to my last get ready with me, but a little bit of a follow-up on some thoughts I have, because I had so many sweet comments. Physicians Formula Healthy Foundation. I've been mixing it with my L'Oreal Pro Matte, and it is like my favorite thing. So I've had so many sweet comments that honestly I haven't even responded to a lot of y'all, and it's not that I have a reason, I just haven't. I've read every comment and I have liked them so much. And so I thought it would kind of be almost easier to do a get ready with me and, kind of talk about everything together. And then I put a little bit of the Pro Matte on my Beauty Blender so I can mix it together that way. You know what? I don't even know if I squeezed out my Beauty Blender because it's feeling really damp. So I decided to kind of take some of your advice when you said, take a break, step back, see what you want to do. And I do love making YouTube videos. I mean, I really do. And so I just kind of did that. I feel like I'm just, I want to pull out the camera when I want to film and talk and not feel like I need to upload something specific. There for a while when I was doing different series videos, I felt like, okay, I need to get this video up this week. I need to get this video up this week. And I mean, it was still what I wanted to do. But it's just not as fun, I guess, when you feel like you have to do something at a certain point in time. And I've never felt that way. I don't want it to sound like, oh, I was doing videos because I felt like I had to. No, I wanted to. But I'm just kind of deciding, like, I guess what I'm saying is, if I just don't want to film that video, then I'm just not going to do it. I don't know. I'm just taking a more laid back approach to it. And since that video, I filmed my empties, which I still have not gotten it up. I'm hoping to get it up before this. I thought to myself, you know what, I'll do one video a week. And then last week I didn't even upload one. And today, here we are on Thursday. So I'm hoping to get the empties up by Saturday. I sat down this morning because I'm factoring in the total retail value. And I factored in, I watched the video and I wrote everything down, so tonight I can look up everything and see what the prices are, and that way it will be ready to go. Okay, so that is my foundation. I'm loving this combo. It's all I'm wearing. Like, I love the Healthy Foundation. I'll wear it by itself, but if I add just a touch of the Pro Matte, it kind of makes it a little more matte, and a little bit more coverage. So I'm loving these, and I'm not saying I love these because they're drugstore. It's because I love them. Because speaking of, I did get 2 comments from an individual on that last Get Ready With Me. And I'm going to read it to y'all. And I want to know what y'all think. Because quite a few of you, were very honest and open with me with your responses on that video. You didn't hold back your feelings. And that's what I asked, everybody asks for constructive criticism, but then, I guess it's like it's not easy to hear, or sometimes you don't want to hear it. And so many people get that, thing, well, this is my channel, I can do what I want. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can, and I can, but if it's not stuff that other people like, then what's the point too? Does that make sense? I hope so. And I do this every time I wear makeup. This is that Radiant Rose, and I don't know, something about adding just a touch of that at the end, it's like the finishing touches. And one of you told me that you had picked it up because of me, and you liked it as much. So I'm so glad to hear that, because when I recommend something, I obviously recommend it because I like it, but I always hope that if you pick it up because of me, that you like it as much too. Okay, this is obviously not a new technique, but it's my NARS Crystal Translucent Powder, and I've just been using it on my Beauty Blender to set my under eyes. And something about it, I guess it doesn't go on like full powdery cakey because it's on a wet sponge. I just really like how it looks. It sets into my skin, it seems like, and melds in just nicer. You know what? I meant to get up and get a baby wipe because I was like, oh, I'm going to need it. Then I was like, no, I don't. But I do. So I'm going to get them. You're not going to go anywhere, but hold on. I keep a pack of baby wipes on my husband's nightstand, not mine, because you never know. What was I doing? Okay, I was going to set my makeup. But I thought today I was going to have to put on some makeup because we have this town thing every Thursday in May, and today's Thursday. So I was like, well, I'll do my makeup and chat with them. And I was kind of in the mood, you know, to talk. I honestly, y'all, last week I wore makeup on Wednesday, I wore mascara on Thursday, and I didn't wear makeup again till yesterday or Tuesday. I skipped quite a few days. I don't know. This is my Glow Minerals Sunlight Bronzer, which is in my project pan. Spoiler alert, I'd hit pan and I repressed it, and that is all that is left, y'all. I told a friend of mine and she was like, you're crazy. I do like to get all of my products used, but I love this bronzer. And I can't justify purchasing it again right now because I have, you know, others and nice bronzers too. But I just want to get every last use out of it because I really, really like it. If you're looking for a bronzer, this, I really like this. And you hardly ever hear anybody talk about it. It's a really, really good bronzer. So anyways, I have to admit, I am filming and I'm enjoying, but I also want to kind of not film too long because I want to watch the Riverdale season finale that came on last night. And I have to wait till the next day when Vera's napping. This is my Charlotte Tilbury Betty cream eyeshadow. Oh, she has a new one called Rose Gold that's out. And I saw one of those like little Instagram videos of her using it. It looks so pretty. Do you see that? I guess like when my hand was there, it was shadowing it. I hope it didn't look like that the whole time. I'm sorry, y'all. Anyways, it looked so, so pretty. So I'm curious about that. I need to Google swatches or see if anybody's used it in videos. I feel like I'm so out of the loop out of new makeup. And here lately, I've hardly been watching any YouTube videos. If you make videos and you haven't seen me comment, it's probably because I put your video on my watch later list. I don't even want to know how long that list is right now. I'm going to show you so you will see what I'm talking about when I say, like, I'm so behind. Vera's just, she's thrown me for a loop, y'all. She keeps me so busy. Where does that go on YouTube? 1,858 videos. Wherever that is. Where is that yet? I mean, I'm not joking when I'm so behind. And I hope to get to a lot of those videos because a lot of them looked good. I'll watch a few videos as soon as somebody puts them up if I have time. But I feel like the majority, I just have to put in that list and I do get back to them. Sometimes it's a really long time. I know I commented to somebody, I forget who it was, that watches my videos and they make videos back on one of their videos once and they said, you are really behind. I was like, yeah. I hope that's picking up. That is such a pretty cream eyeshadow. And the Charlotte Tilbury ones, they're that kind of like moussey texture. They're really nice. Okay, and then this is pretty new. It's the MAC Uninterrupted shadow that they brought back. It used to be in the big Pro Longwear pan and now it's in the little one. I wore it yesterday, like through my crease and all over. And it was so pretty. So I'm just going to add a little bit of this. It's kind of a crease transition type shade. It is I mean, it's a really pretty shadow. I'm glad I picked it up. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I've picked up I haven't shown y'all. I was going to do an April favorites and just didn't get around to it, guys. And I know my schedule's not going to be any better come summer because I'm going to have both kids at home. So I don't know. It may be a little while before we get back on track and I just kind of get like back into the swing of loving it. My Wet n Wild Brulee shadow to... If I use a little bit of a darker shadow, especially through there, I definitely like to make sure I use the Brulee to clean that up and, you know, just make sure there's no lingering darker shadows. I did that last haul. I'm trying to think of what else I've picked up lately. Oh, I did another Ulta order and I got, what was it? The only major thing I can think that's standing out is I got that Kula Gradual Tan Face Serum. I love it. I've kind of slacked off on using it the past few days, but it is so good. It doesn't break me out. It makes my skin feel good. It is really nice stuff. Okay, I'm trying to get my eyeliners. Okay, the Stila Sienna liner, which I don't think is around anymore because I was trying to link it once. Just any really warm brown liner would work. I just really like this color on my green eyes. So if you have any like really warm brown recommendations, let me know because when this runs out, I'm going to want another one. I just put up a makeup sale on my channel because I had pulled a few things that I needed to get out of here. And, you know, I always contemplate selling on Poshmark because I have some friends that do and they say they love it. I'm going to add a little bit of the Benefit Rockateur. But I have an old Poshmark from when Poshmark first started. I set up and linked it through my Facebook and I listed some stuff and I never sold anything. And I cannot figure out how to delete those items because I'm talking, this is like, I don't know, at least 3 to 4 years old items. So they're obviously long gone from my house. And then I also don't really want it tied to all my Facebook friends. Because I try to keep like my YouTube and my beauty life completely separated. It's just, you know, just something I want to do. Speaking of, one of you had mentioned that you would like me to do Instagram stuff and stories. And I do have one Instagram, but it's like my personal one, which I don't mind if you follow me on there. You'll see that I don't do a whole lot. And I made a new Instagram to do beauty and I haven't gotten back on there. But I will put it down below and if I forget, ask me and I'll tell you. And I will try to start doing more stuff on there. So if you want to follow me for that. Because honestly, y'all, people in my real life don't even know I do makeup videos for the most part. Like a handful of people do. But, you know, like my friends from high school on my Facebook don't. So I don't want to get on Instagram one day talking about beauty because they'll be like, what? Because my Instagram's linked through my Facebook, if that makes sense. Oh, and that's another thing. In my last video, I was just in a mood. I was in a mood. I was letting my thoughts flow. I was just being open. I never censor myself, but I also pay attention to the audience. Like a lot of times during the day, I'll play a video when Vera's around. And I don't mind if people say a few cuss words. I don't think a few cuss words is a bad thing. The other day, I actually bought a t-shirt that says, I love Jesus, but I cuss a little. I do. I think that's okay. But I remember playing a Manny MUA video one day when I was unloading the dishwasher. And he was just, F this, F that, F this, blah, blah, blah. And I just had to close out because sometimes I have my kids around. And I don't mind if they hear a cuss word. But I also, you know, I like stuff to be appropriate for all audiences. And then I realized not everybody views things the same way. I know some people think one cuss word is just, you know, the worst. And that's okay if you think that. You know, I mean, that is fine. Everybody can think what they want. I personally think a few are okay. So I do what I think is okay. You know, does that make sense? But I did let a few extras fly out probably because I think I had 2 of you talk about my language. You were saying I was talking about people not having manners, and then I, you know, cussed. And that's okay if you think that. And I'm sorry if that offended you. If you watch me, then you know that I don't, you know, talk bad on the regular. But I think we're all allowed to have a bad day. And if you watch me for entertainment, then it's kind of, I don't want to say it's like a journal, because that's cheesy. But, you know, I just talk and I say what I want. So sometimes you're going to get different things. And I'm not going to be, you know, the same person every time I turn on the camera. I don't know. Truth be told, ever since my dad died, I'm not depressed, but I'm just a different person. Things are different. I think that's to be expected. I think if you don't understand that, then I don't know. If you've lost anybody really important to you, then I'm sure that you do think that. And I think holidays are a lot different to me. I don't really like them anymore. Like, Christmas was fine and it was fun and I love Christmas, but the other day was Mother's Day and I didn't even enjoy it. Like, I'm not trying to cry. I don't even know why I'm getting upset. Like, all these people posting all these sweet things to their mom on Mother's Day, all I could think of is the people that don't have a mom. How bad that day sucks for them. And then they get on Facebook and everybody's doing that. And there's nothing wrong with honoring your mom and giving sweet messages. But I didn't post anything because I didn't want to just add fuel to the flame, so to speak. That if anybody's already feeling bad, I don't want them to feel worse if they saw anything I post. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm not a person that has a hard time with social media. A lot of people have a hard time. They only see the good and they think their life doesn't compare. And don't ever do that, because the ones that look the happiest are usually the ones that aren't. Not to say that's the case always, but a lot of times because they're trying to make up for something else and, you know, almost convince themselves that they are. I don't know. Anyways, my highlighter. I'm still loving this Cover FX highlight, y'all, in Moonlight. It's being discontinued. It's 50% off on the Cover FX website, but Derm Store also has this small size and Cover FX does. If you like any of my recommendations, pick it up while it's still available and give it a try, y'all. I don't think you're going to be disappointed. It's good. It's really, really good. It's soft and subtle, but you can see it, but it's not, you know, like a Becca one. And then for lips, let's see, what will we do? Let me pull out this because this is an oldie and I pulled it out again. It's the Buxom Full On Lip Cream in Dolly. It's, okay, this is what Dolly is. And then this is like a typical nude Daleen color that I wear all the time. It's discontinued, so I'm not even going to show you. So you can see it's just a little bit of a different tone, but it's still equally as beautiful. Oh, y'all, another thing I was going to tell you if I did a favorites video, but I'm not. Santa Clarita Diet on Netflix. God, go watch the first episode. I don't want to tell you too much, because if I say certain things, you might be like, ugh. It's a comedy. I mean, it has like a little bit of, you know, some language that if you know, don't watch with like your grandma or your children. But it's hilarious. Watch the first episode. It's 30 minutes. I don't think you can go wrong. If you don't find it funny, then I don't know. We'd have a different sense of humor, I'll say that. So anyways, this is just, you know, an easy look. I was trying to chat, do something that I could go, you know, to like a town event with my kids later, and I don't look like, whoo, YouTube, not that I ever do. So anyways, I will put my new Instagram down below. Follow me there. You might have to like give me a push. Say, Daylene, post a picture, do something. And we'll just see. So I will see you hopefully on Saturday, which you're seeing this afterwards. And then give me some ideas. Oh, hopefully we have enough time. Give me some ideas of some videos you want to see. Okay, so I got this comment on my last video. And I just want to hear what y'all have to think about this. And if you are the author of this comment and you, gosh, my videos, and you didn't mean it to sound this way, then tell me, and I'm not calling you out. I want to share this with y'all and see what y'all think. You know, I just want to see. Hold on. I'm sorry. Manners, wow, to get on here in the language you used. I am, you know, I'm, like I said, I'm sorry if that offended you. Gosh, where is that video? I mean, that comment. Okay, yes, okay. I think you just need to loosen up and really be yourself. Okay, I think I'm being myself, and loosen up. I don't know how much more loose you can get. Don't try to be like somebody else that comes across as snobby. Crack a smile every once in a while. Don't take yourself so seriously. Plus, use more drugstore items. Okay. This person may not, Angela, they may not have meant it to come across as really rude, but I don't know. What I guess I'm wanting to say is, if somebody said that to you, would you take that as rude, or am I being, I don't know, you know, like, stuff gets lost in translation all the time. That's the hard thing with text and everything. And then she says, by the way, my name is Angie and I work at Ulta. Dear Lord, I so hope it's not my local Ulta. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but that would just be weird to me. And then she says, there will always be jerks in the world. You have to try as best as you can to ignore the negativity. In all caps, do not respond. You only sink to their level. Remain classy and a lady. I'm genuinely confused. Is she trying to bait me by being rude and then say don't respond? Or did her comments, were they just like trying to be constructive? But they definitely came across as, you know, not. And I, you know, commented back to her. And that's another thing, is I was planning on doing a video of stuff of like drugstore items I love. But then I don't want it to look like I'm being disgenuine because I'm showing drugstore items because she told me to, because I use what I use. Like right now I'm using my drugstore foundations, I used drugstore concealer, and then I use a NARS powder. I have there's no rhyme or reason to what I use. Oh goodness. I was using drugstore mascara too. You know, I use what I use, and I'm not going to apologize for that, and I'm not going to pretend to use anything that I don't love, because that's not genuine. You know, don't try to be like someone else that comes across as snobby. Well, I don't know. I guess this person, I don't know if they're just meaning, you know, in the general sense, but I feel like if you watch me, you know that I'm genuine. And judging by the comments that I get from people, that's why you like me, because I am real. I'll tell you two things that do annoy me to no end. If you want somebody that's loud and bubbly, watch 11th Gorgeous. That's their channel. Watch all these wannabe teeny boppers that are appealing to teenagers. I do enjoy 11th Gorgeous, for the record. I'm not downing them. But that's not my personality. It's never going to be my personality. And then those of you that are similar to me, I know you've heard this. When somebody says, smile, what's wrong?